Winners of 7 of the last 8 games, 5 in a row. UCLA basketball is on a tear, and a big reason why is our guest right now. He is a double-double machine. It is the Bruin big, Adem Bona, joining us on the Bruin Insider Show. For Nick Koop, I'm Bryan Fenley. Adem, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, appreciate you guys having me.
We're going to have a lot of fun. I guarantee it. And we're going to talk a lot about basketball, but you love your soccer too.
Yeah.
What can you do in terms of a soccer ball that you can do with a basketball?
I guess I can throw it really far. I guess I can do that. Probably dunk both of them. Probably kick both, So they're kind of similar, but just the basketball is a little bit bigger and a little bit stronger. So, yeah.
With other guys coming internationally onto the team this year, I imagine, who are you a fan of to start? Who's your team?
I'm a huge Arsenal fan.
Arsenal fan, okay.
Yeah,
so is there a lot of trash talk amongst the guys about soccer with all the Europeans?
Yeah, we got some couple guys in the locker room. They're also like soccer fans. Some of our managers, obviously, Adai is from Spain. He supports some Spanish teams. Mm-hmm. Jan, he played for Real Madrid, so he's like a Madrid fan. And Lazo is a big European dude, so he supports like some Serbian teams in Serbia. But we got also guys that support teams in the Premier League, like Jam, one of our huge manager, and Alex. So we get like a little back and forth in the locker room after games, and I'm yelling about Arsenal, and they're like telling me we suck and stuff like that. So, yeah.
The back and forth that goes in the locker room, and you're winning most of those arguments, is what I hear. And when you're structuring an argument as to say why your football, or in this case in the United States, soccer team is better than, say, the one your teammate follows, how do you come about that?
One thing, I don't lose any battle. I do not accept defeat. So any argument, I'm winning. I'm winning. You're gonna hear me all day, and I'm loud, so you don't want to hear me yell, argue all day. But it's really amazing to see like the bond in the locker room, and like we're like so many, like we can connect in so many different ways, like soccer, basketball, different culture, and it's amazing,
How do you think your soccer background has helped you playing basketball?
Yeah, I think it has helped me like big, I think I'm one of the fastest dude in my size. I think he helped me like move my foot better. Like you can see, I run fast. I believe most of my plays are my legs, running, jumping, moving in the screen. So I think soccer has helped me tremendously, like helped me moving well and my agility. When
you first picked up the basketball, what was that first hoop that you played on, and in that scene, and what it was like? It
was fun because I had no idea what I was doing. Picked up the basketball. Someone made me play basketball. I didn't want to. I really didn't want to. I'm like, damn. I'm gonna have to drop soccer now because my mom can only let me play once a week. So it's only Saturdays. It's either soccer or basketball. I'm like, nah, I don't want to drop soccer, But my brothers talked me into it. Like, you should try one time, Picked it up for the first time. I started jumping everywhere. I'm like, oh, okay, I can jump. I can jump, and it carried snowboard from there, and I am today.
When did you have that turning point where you were okay with becoming a basketball player and putting soccer behind?
It's to be honest, it came late. I really thought I was gonna be a soccer player growing up, and I was playing basketball. Then I'm like, I'm missing soccer because I'm seeing my friends like go and play soccer, but I'm like, I'm going to practice. I know nobody there, but all my friends are going to play soccer. But it get to a point where I started feeling like I was getting better. I felt like I was improving really well, and my brothers was really talking me into it, like, you actually doing well. You're probably a better basketball player than a soccer player right now. Maybe you want to put more focus into it, and that was where it clicked.
How much did your mom have a say in all this? She's very supportive of you, and obviously you guys talk a lot. But through that younger version of yourself, as you then picked up the sport, now you're falling in love with it, and then she is sort of maybe incentivizing you. Hey, you're good at this. Keep this thing going.
So my mom is a huge part of me. Funny story. First of all, she didn't want me to play basketball. She thought she was going to have to pay for me to practice. She was like, I don't want to give some money on that. but as it went on going, my mom was a huge part of like of like me being where I am today. She completely moved all the way from Nigeria to Turkey just for me to fulfill my dreams and be in a better place. She's a huge part of my life. She's one of the reasons why I'm at UCLA right now. My mom is like my backbone. She keeps me going.
Is it surreal to you still to be where you are right now, playing basketball, being at UCLA on the other side of the world?
Oh, it's I still can, like, it's crazy talking back to my siblings back home. Like, I'm in one of the best schools in the world. Like, forget basketball, but like, I'm in LA. I don't know what you're talking about back there, but like, like being here, it's such a blessing for me. It's huge for my family. I'm the first one of the family to go overseas and study overseas, so it's kind of like, it's like an accomplishment for the whole family. My brothers brag with me. My older brother's like, yeah, my brother's overseas. He's at UCLA. Look up UCLA real quick. Yeah, he's over there. So it's like a big bragging right for the family, and like we take pride in it.
We're taking pride in having you on. Adem Bona joining us on the Bruin Insider Show, UCLA basketball standout. And so you come to the United States, and for those who live here and are from here, they don't understand the challenges just in terms of where you were at the age you were to then pick up and move from where you were in Turkey at the time to then coming to the United States. What are the adjustments, the quick learning that you had to kind of come in to yourself and find yourself through the process of moving all the way out to the United States?
Yeah, it has to be like it's a complete change for me. You know, I moved all the way from Nigeria to Turkey with a completely different culture, language, way of life, food. So it's like I have to adapt real quick for me to be able to have a life there. You know, I had to learn the language. I had to be able to eat the foods over there. I have to be able to communicate. And basketball, you have to talk while you play basketball. You can't just be mute. So I had to start learning the language right on the move, you know. And but I took that as an opportunity for me to develop myself as a person. Now I speak the language real well. I represent the national team, and I have a lot of friends back there. So they consider me as a Turkish person. I consider myself as a Turkish man, and it's really amazing, you know, to be able to be different than one of them, and it's just amazing for me.
What's it like then being on this team? Because I'm sure your story shares some similarities with other guys who have had to make adjustments in their life coming over here. What's it like having all of these cultures and different upbringings all come together in one locker room?
Yeah, I really love it, you know. We have guys from all over the world on the team. We have guys from similar background, guys from different backgrounds. But I feel like I'm like the glue to the team, you know. I've been in almost every one of their shoes, you know. Me and Kenny, we were both born in Nigeria, so we're Nigerians. Me and Barker were Turkish. I speak Turkish. We speak Turkish with him. I played high school. I played against DA. I played against Devin. I played high school basketball with those guys. So I've seen most of those guys. I played international competition against Laze.
Wow.
So like most of all of them, we've had like an interaction at some point in our life. So I'm like a glue that like, okay, I've been there before, so we can, you know. Uh-huh. So it's like it's really helping to be able to bring the guys together, to be able to like see like, oh, I've experienced it too, and like we can go through it together, you know. So it's amazing.
Even with the teammates from all over the world, basketball is that universal language that you all get. And being here, how is it almost fate? You mentioned the way your mom encouraged you to come here and why it was the right fit. But now that you're in year 2, how has this been your destiny to be here as you look at that, what that potentially could be?
Yeah, like I said, I believe everything happens for a reason, you know. Being at UCLA happened for a reason. My mom wanted me to come here. We live in Nigeria happened to be a reason. I feel like I was destined to be here, you know. To be able to represent the 4 letters on my chest, to carry it every night, go out there and play hard, to be able to carry the history that came before me, the guys that did it before me, the guys that made the school it is called UCLA, the guys that made UCLA, you know, to be able to carry that torch. And I want to leave here leaving my mark at the school. I want the school to remember me one day and say, Adem Bona played for us, you know. That's always my goal. Wherever I go, leave my mark there to be remembered for something. And I hope leaving UCLA, I'm going to be able to leave my mark at this school.
Oh, I think we can say that, no doubt. Just in the time you've been here, you come in, you're one of the new guys on a veteran team last year, and now you're like one of the old guys, even though you're just a sophomore.
Yeah.
What's that transition been like for you?
Oh, it's amazing, you know. It's a challenge. Obviously, it's not easy filling shoes like Jaime shoes, David Seguintin, Tiger Campbell. These are big guys that have experience, that great players, you know. And they all of a sudden they left, and now it's all up on me to like carry the team and like to be able to like continue the culture those guys created before they left, you know. And we have a couple guys on the team also. We had Kenny, we had Will, we had Da that also saw the culture, and I really embraced it to be able to carry on the culture, to share it with the young guys we have this year, to be able to carry on after when I leave. So it's really amazing to be able to learn from those guys and now to be able to pass it on to the young guys.
When you're walking on campus, I'm sure you're always recognized. How often do students come up to you randomly?
Yeah, it pretty often, you know. Sometimes it happens in class, happens on Bruin walk. But I really enjoy it. I try to make it fun for everyone. Yeah, Bona. I'm like, yo, I'm surprised to see. I'm happy to see you too. So I make it fun for everyone, and it's really amazing to be recognized on campus, and I love it.
Well, you guys have been so fun to watch lately. How do you think this team has been able to make this turnaround here over the last month? What do you think's gone into that?
I was talking to one of our past players. He said it's a growing pain. So we were feeling the pain early in the beginning of the year, and we've grew to this point. The toughness, the physicality, the focus, to be able to lock in the game plan. I think confidence grew. So we've grown in so many aspects. We're a young team, and the growing pain kicked in early, and I think we've learned to embrace the pain, and now we're getting to where we want to get and to accomplishing our goals.
So many more things to get accomplished as we look forward to the rise of this team, winning 5 in a row, just coming off a win at Cal over the weekend. And as we wrap up this conversation, Adem Bona with us. I'm Bryan Fenley. You mentioned the growing pains, but when you're in the lane, you're dealing out the pain for anybody who has to guard you. For Nick Koop, I'm Bryan Fenley. Adem, thanks so much, man.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you.